Let's get this party started. Let me get up there. Geek chat. What's up? And while I'm waiting, let me go ahead, close the music thing because we're not going to need it. Because Grand Theft Auto has its own music, and because I want to call Tech, so we'll do that. All right.
Hello.
Is the man here?
Palm Beach.
Palm Beach. You gonna call Jason, or do I need to do that?
I'll give him a buzz here.
All right.
And add him to the group call. Hopefully he hasn't forgotten and he's ready to answer. Because I haven't actually.
I hope he didn't forget.
He said it was cool. So, and I haven't talked to him since then. So I'm assuming that it's still cool. I've got your channel.
Tech, are you going to stream today? He's actually hosting this very same stream
on my channel.
So you're in the right spot anyway.
Right. So if you are in my channel but only on via web browser, then you should be seeing Stan's stream. But the chat will be my chat. So if you want to chat to Stan, you want to chat in his chat. And there is a link on the channel if you are viewing on my channel. Jason, are you here? Or is it still trying to connect to Jason?
I don't know.
Oh, it says call failed.
Oh, why did
I might need to call him first on his phone so that he knows, because sometimes he has issues.
Okay.
Sometimes he has issues connecting.
It's probably trying to ring on his computer. Remember last time he said, I don't know how to answer it on my PC.
Right. Right. So I'm calling him via Google Hangouts, which is able to make free regular phone calls, unlike Skype, which charges you for them.
Right. I want to thank DC Batman Wayne and Ghost Bear for showing up, by the way. Awesome, guys. Glad you're here.
I'm going to mute my mic just for a moment while I call him.
All right, cool. And while he's doing that, I'll be playing GTA Online. And let me make sure, too, because last time I did this, I had the webcam through the Skype thing, and that didn't work so well. While the webcam was picking up voice, I have no idea, but it was. And it was stupid. And that doesn't need to happen. Speaker, real tape. Okay, everything's good. Alright, cool. And it looks like Jason is getting ready to connect again. So, they'll be back in a second.
I'm dialing Jason now again. He said he didn't call.
Dialing in right now. I'm going to wait for him to call me while he's dialing me.
All right, I'm going to disconnect you from the regular phone, Jason.
It's probably because it disconnected me from the regular phone.
Okay. So now we're disconnected from the regular phone, and we are on Skype. Palm Beach.
All right,
no,
cool.
I'm getting another call.
How did you just go? I think I'm done. I want to be done. I just want to play.
Grand Theft Auto is the game of the night.
Yeah, I don't normally play Grand Theft Auto. So
5, Ghost's favorite game, Ghost Bear's favorite game.
And I definitely don't ever play online.
By the way, Jason, me and Pandora played on the moon mission, which they opened up today on Destiny. And
yeah.
Stan got to see some of it, but it is awesome. I mean, like, we actually got lost in the map.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we couldn't find our way back to where we started from because it went so deep and so far. we got lost. I mean, we eventually found our way out. Cause we could have just gone to orbit and started over, but that wouldn't have been no fun. We wanted to actually find our way back, and we finally did, but it took a while. It was incredible. It's awesome. I mean, it's huge. I mean, I thought the Earth map was huge, but the Moon map is, and it only has the one mission available. But you can actually go in there and just forget the mission and just go wander elsewhere, and that's what we did. And then it was just like explore mode and everything. It was incredible.
Did my sound die on this game? I hope not.
Let me check. I'll turn the volume up on the stream. I think I hear some game sound. Is it like somebody talking on a phone or something?
I have no idea. Yeah,
I got. There's a commercial.
I got sound on the game. It's cool. Awesome. Okay. Very awesome. How do you check your level, Ghost? I don't know how to do that. I've not really played this online at all. So you're seeing me for the first time do this. Really. I've not played it since the game came out, and it was buggy then, so I didn't really play it online. I just played the single player.
Which one is this? San Andreas?
Yeah, this is 5, Grand Theft Auto 5. Have you played any of them, Jason?
I played the Miami one and the San Andreas one, and the first, or the one before those.
Okay, cool.
I'm a piñata. I'm not a piñata. You hear me? Anyway.
I never really did the missions too much. I mostly just drove around and caused a lot of...
Alright. That's probably what I would have done too. Although I usually like try to squeeze in missions on
start. I got you.
My mission, see how many cops they can after me.
And let's find Ghost Bear. And I can't hardly read the names. Spiral's level 30. Check that out.
Spiral's level 30?
Yeah.
Cool. I saw a clip.
Ghost Bear's 110. Wow.
Oh, wow. I saw a clip from Sid's stream, like a highlight, and Spiral was on there with him playing.
Alright, so what do I need to do? There looks like there's something right here, actually. We'll do this. Anyway, so let's Geek Talk. Jason's pretty good at that.
Geek Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been banned, or Jason kicked me out of, the Geek Club and took away my license and everything. So it's like, you're just, a failure.
It's because you didn't know that William Shatner sang music.
No, I did. I just didn't know that he sang that song. The last time I saw something, though, that William Shatner sang, it was, from the 70s or something.
Well, that was from the 70s. Well, the one thing I didn't even know he sung, which... With the Rocket Man one, you should have known.
I didn't know.
Hey, Stando, can we be friends on PSN? Absolutely, we can be friends on PSN.
Why can't we be friends?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want to hear me singing. Everybody will leave. Sorry, Stan.
So, yeah, Star Wars news. That was big this week.
So it's not being postponed. So Star Wars is not being postponed?
It's probably because so many people said once.
Well, it's postponed till December.
But it's still next year. It's not waiting.
Right.
It's like they talked about before.
That's what they said. And the reason that the the Star Wars Battlefront is because they wanted to be close to the movie. And hopefully there's even talk about, even though the main game doesn't have anything to do with the movie. They're hoping that DLC for the game will be Episode 7 DLC.
Yes, they could pump it out at the same time and around the Christmas and get lots
more money.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Batman Wayne. My gamer tag is Stando, just like it says underneath my picture. at the top of the screen.
Speaking of Star Wars, Darth Vader says, "Dear guys, if you've only seen Star Wars once, please don't pretend you're a huge fan. Sincerely, Star Wars fan."
Yeah, we play together, Ghost Bear, if you want to. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's no sense in keeping the movie halted just because Harrison Ford broke his leg.
Right. They could work around that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Give him a crutch, say I'm an old man, and
Put his face CG'd on somebody else's body, something like that.
Yeah.
They did it with Christopher Lee in Star Wars Episode 2 with the lightsaber fight.
Well, they did that with all of them on the lightsaber fights. Even like on Phantom Menace with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, their faces were put on actual professional fighters.
No. They actually choreographed, because I've seen
they did choreograph, but there's a lot of stuff that they have to.
Couldn't have done.
I mean, there's no way that Obi-Wan's going to dive 5 foot in the air or 50 foot in the air and do a flip and a somersault.
Right, yeah. That stuff, definitely was modified with.
I mean, there's a lot that they do, but there's also a lot of stuff they CGI, and you can kind of tell when you watch the movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which movie?
Phantom Menace.
Oh, you're talking about Qui-Gon?
Yeah. There's a few, they did choreograph some stuff, but there's also stuff where they shoved in stuntmen.
Oh, yeah. Think about when, I'll get that in a minute.
Yeah, it's not like in wrestling where the actors do their own stunts and everything. That's choreographed beforehand.
Right.
They've made comments that wrestlers do not like working with stuntmen because they said the stuntmen don't know what they're doing half the time. And
actually, that's true. In the Fast and the Furious movie, I think it was Fast 5, where Rock and Diesel got into it. Rock actually choreographed that whole fight scene.
That doesn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Well,
Well, you also got to think too. Wrestling is a live event, so you can't just throw in a stunt double real quick,
Right.
Quick swap with the stunt double.
Let's pause the live show and put some other guy to get thrown through a steel cell.
Right. You got to CG the face on the live guy in live person in front of a live audience. Ain't gonna work.
No, man. And
that's chick
Foley, some of the stuff that he gets away with and does, man, I don't know how he's still walking.
That's like Lita. She did that one TV series, Dark Angel, and she ended up getting hurt and breaking her neck or something because of the stunt people on there.
Right.
She had to go a lot of operations and surgery herself.
I think these guys are wanting to play with me too. Maybe they can teach me some ropes.
Wrestlers get hurt enough on their own. They don't need help from people who don't know what they're doing.
How many people can you get on with you on GTA 5?
I don't know. I know it's an MMO style game, so probably a lot.
Cool. Is it seamless with the single player? Because some games like this are where the multiplayer they just jump into your single player game that you're already playing, and it kind of merges with their single player game at the same time or something.
No, it's not. They can't merge with you on single player. It's just the online mode.
Oh, okay. There is a specific online mode. Gotcha.
Yeah. The online mode is the entire state of San Andreas, which is pretty much South California, the LA and desert area. LA and surrounding counties, I should say.
Cool. I saw somebody streaming one of the earlier Grand Theft Auto games. I'm not sure which one because I've not really known much about them since I haven't played them myself. But it definitely had earlier graphics, probably PS2.
So Ghost Bear just said 10 people can get in, or he meant to say 10 people. He said 16 at first.
Ah, gotcha.
All right. Let me answer some of these friends requests here.
I always liked one where they had played 90s music on the San Andreas, and then the Miami one playing 80s music.
Right. This one's a present day one, so it's got a little bit of everything in there. I like the country station pretty good.
Forewarning.
And the rock station. Forewarning.
Forewarning, I have a bag of chips here, but I'm gonna be munching on them. I'm gonna mute myself when I'm munching on them.
Oh, I don't care.
That way I'm not. So Stan, what?
Well, it's not like I'm seeing it.
I have a big bag of Doritos myself.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
The Doritos team right here.
I did that. Here, let me.
Team Doritos.
And some throwback Mountain Dew.
And then I will. I'll go to Ghost Bear's game, so we can do that. I'm not going to do the whole mic thing because I am talking with these guys though. So if you try to talk to me in game, I'm probably gonna mute that out a little bit because it is Geek Chat. We're here to Geek Chat, and y'all can.
And we're geeks.
Yeah, we're geeks.
Except for me, because Jason kicked me out of the Geek Club. I
No,
you back.
Ooh, teeny.
Ootini! 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 Jason said I have to earn my geek card back.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's got to be something real easy for you to
That's all
figure
right.
out.
Throw up 3 quotes from Spaceballs, and you'll get your geek card back.
That's a good one.
Dang it! It's been a while since I've seen Spaceballs.
And
I can pull it up on Netflix real quick.
If I say them before you do, they don't count.
How about this? How about I do this?
I'm a mug. Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend. Am I with Ghost? No.
How about this, though? You know the old cliche people always like quote from Empire Strikes Back? They always say Darth Vader says, "Luke, I am your father." Well, I'm going to tell you how it really went. Okay. So Darth Vader, cut off Luke's hand and everything. They're talking. And he says, "Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed him." "No, I am your father." That's how the line really goes. That's how it really goes. It's
yes,
not
I know.
Luke, I am your father. Well, I figured you knew. There's a lot of people out there that would.
And then you hear, no, it's not possible. No,
that's not true. That's not possible. Or that's impossible. No, or actually he says, that's impossible. No, that's not true. That's impossible.
You know, the Jedi do a lot of throughout all the Star Wars movies.
Do what? The what?
Jedis, they do a lot of lying and all kinds of little trickery behind the scenes.
You think that the Jedi are the bad guys with all the lies that they tell. They even lied to Anakin. That's why he's like, man, maybe the Sith are better, Well,
Anakin, he's a screwed up child. And they knew it from the beginning. He just screwed him up even more.
I think I'm already in your game, Ghoster. Join my playlist. I don't know how to do it. Alright, join game.
It's bad.
Don't ask me. I never played the game, and I'm munching under it.
They have a whole storyline waiting to be told about some Jedi master who put an order in for a bunch of clones, and we have to wait until the cartoon comes out and explain it to us years later.
Yeah. What's up with that? A cartoon has to tell us what's going on in the movies?
And even then, they really didn't show who he was and go through that whole ordeal of how he became important. I mean, really, who funded the money for these clones? That stuff ain't cheap. I mean, these whatever creatures that sat there and made the clones, they don't go around, "Oh, I wish someone would just tell us to make clones because that's all we're living to do is make clones."
I got me a check cashing loan so I could get the clones made.
Yeah, they went to check and go. Trying to check and go. Yeah, here, a couple of million clones made. Yeah, Jedi waves his little hand, and my check will cash.
And then you wave your hand like you will give me a check cashing loan.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
So, what else is? Oh, yeah, Gotham. Yeah, we were talking about Gotham. I don't understand. I think I was in chat when y'all were talking about Gotham. I can't remember. I don't understand. It seems pointless to have Gotham. There's no
Yeah.
superheroes. It's Bruce Wayne is still a kid. It's right after his parents die.
Is he even in the show? Is Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, he's cast
as
as a little kid. Yeah.
It's like a little 14-year-old.
Oh, well, that's cool. As long as he's in it somehow, that's awesome. I
Yeah,
thought
but he's not Batman. You're
Well,
never
yeah,
going to
right,
see
but in
Batman throughout the whole
Smallville-
show. It's focused more on.
It's like a Smallville for Batman.
Yeah, but it's more focused on the villain and Gordon.
And Gordon, right? It's the
Yeah, and I
origin
bet
Gordon.
you're not gonna. You probably won't see much of Bruce Wayne at all.
Or any
Right.
other, DC cameos.
It does show like in the banner thing that I saw with the actors. It did show Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin, who's like my favorite Batman villain. It's like really.
I was listening to Kevin Smith, and he said that if he could do a Batman movie, it'd probably be his only chance. So he would cast himself as the Penguin just so he could be in the fucker.
Honestly, I think I would just ruin the movie.
Oh, by the way, speaking of being in a movie and being in a franchise that's like a big, that would be like a huge dream come true to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen that thing about Force for Change, that charity that they're giving people a chance to win, that actual chance to be in Star Wars Episode 7?
Yeah.
And everything.
No, I haven't seen that.
That would be totally awesome. Like, it's this charity that they're doing and everything, and you're not guaranteed a place in it by doing supporting the charity, but it gives you a chance to
Yeah, they have
online.
Yeah, they have online things where you can sign up, show a little video to try to get a role for the movie, for other things, because they need extras and stuff like that.
It's still pretty cool, though. I mean, that would be awesome. I mean, that would be like a dream come true for some people to actually be in a Star Wars movie.
Yeah. They had open casting when Dark Knight
had open casting for Episode 7, didn't they?
Who, what?
I don't know.
There was open casting for Star Wars Episode 7 in the UK.
Yeah, they had them also online too. I've seen lately where for Dark Knight Rises, they had open casting calls in Pittsburgh for Dark Knight Rises to be a fan in the football stadium.
Dude, I want to be in a movie. It'd be so cool. Even if I was just a background character.
Yeah, to be like a zombie in The Walking Dead or something.
Alright,
Well,
Ghost, did you let me win? Be honest.
There's a spot in the new Transformers movie that was filmed in Michigan, not too far from where I live. I guess there's a stretch of highway or something, a road that they filmed. I imagine if you watch the filming of it, it's probably like all you saw was a couple cameras and a few sticks and a green screen floating around. And
you went easy. Alright, cool. I'm listening, Jason.
And then when you see the actual movie, you see, ooh, look, there's Optimus Prime running down the road. It's like, I remember that. All I saw was a stick with a tennis ball attached.
Speaking of Optimus Prime, the new Transformers movie just came out. Is he like the Generation 1 Transformer through the whole movie? Because when they uncover him, he's like the Generation 1.
See, I wondered about that
front.
too. Right, exactly. I saw that. I'm like, oh, really? Is he going to look like old school Optimus
Yeah,
Prime? But
he looks like a Peterbilt.
But then they actually show him as a robot later, and he looks like the same Optimus Prime from the first.
Oh, so he's like a beaten down old truck. Then all of a sudden, it made it look like he'd been hiding for years.
Yeah, I know. I heard it was really good. But it's Michael Bay for it, right? I would assume.
Yeah, I think that was.
Well, Marky Mark's doing it. God, Shia LaBeouf.
Stand on my volume is too low. All right, man, I'll fix that.
Maybe you need to turn up the stream volume, Ghost.
Yeah, I'm at 100%
I just
on my volume, guys.
I never understood where in this planet anybody thought Shia LaBeouf could be a action star. Or even end up with, what's her name on the Transformers movie? Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yeah. Not in a million years she would have ever dated a dork like him. Even her character wouldn't have.
Man, Megan Fox is fine. Hey, monster truck, hell yeah. Okay.
I just don't like Shia LaBeouf. I think he's a moron.
Well,
Yeah,
Shia LaBeouf
Max.
is kind of faded from the spotlight, and because of his plagiarism.
Yeah, well, he was.
Plagiarism. What is
Yeah,
Plagiarism.
he
Every time-
wrote some script or something, and he got called out on it, and
Yeah, he'll apologize on his tweets, and
Yeah,
he'll play somebody else's stuff.
and apparently it was so bad he had to retire. Oh man, I suck at this. This is going to be awful. Oh well.
Yeah, what was
But I forgot what the script. It was a script, right? And he plagiarized something
yeah,
outright.
quotes from other people's
Yeah.
songs and stuff. Yeah, he did some red carpet event, and he wore a paper bag over his head. He's no longer famous. He is just like screaming for attention, and nobody will give it to him.
Which I felt Jason Biggs had to apologize via Twitter too, but I thought that was kind of funny what he did. He's talking about the recent Malaysian airline
Oh yeah,
that went down. Did you hear about that? That was so
Yeah.
funny. He goes,
Wow,
He's
I
got-
missed out on all that.
it's like that.
he said he tweeted out when the last Malaysian airline went over to Russia and it fell down. He's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to return all my frequent flyer miles from Malaysian Airlines.
Yeah,
And then
well,
somebody replied too soon. I can't remember who it was. Too soon,
yeah,
and he deleted it, took it down, apologized.
yeah. Well, I mean, how many more planes do those people need to wreck? And
Yeah, I know.
us-
Well, that one kind of got shot down.
I still think it's all some government conspiracy thing. I don't know whose government, but I think it was meant to happen. I mean, who the hell puts their plane through a war zone? Nobody else did, except them. What's wrong? A few months ago, they decided they were going to do the same thing again.
No.
Plane got lost. I think that's why the plane's lost. They know where it's at. They just
I
don't
had
want
it
to.
in max volume, even off the headphones. All right. Well, I will try to work on that here and right now, while you're kicking my butt at Monster Truck Race.
Bigfoot's not doing too good of a job, I see.
No. Well, it's the Liberator. That's what it is.
Oh,
Those Bigfoot. I miss Bigfoot and the Gravedigger. I've never been really into monster trucks, but
We went and saw them once they came into town here, and we saw them. My stepson got Gravedigger's autograph and everything.
that's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. We got like video too of it and stuff of the show and everything.
Was the Truckosaurus Rex there?
Something like that was, yeah. It was kind of lame though.
Nothing beats the Truckosaurus Rex.
they have like ads saying coming Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Watch the
Maybe.
truck.
It might have had. It was a long time ago. It was like 2007.
I'll buy that for $1.
The sad thing about it though, it was pretty cool, but then it's just kind of started.
What in the world? No.
They kept doing the same thing over and over again, just running around the arena and driving over the same already crushed vehicles. So it was like,
You didn't get the little motocross show before or anything like that?
Yeah,
No.
I've been to a motocross show.
no, they didn't do that. No,
Oh,
they had Superman there, or some like a Superman, a vehicle that with Superman logo, and the driver was dressed sort of like Superman. Not exactly, of course, but kind of like a Superman style driver
So-
uniform.
toothless
Oh,
drunk.
you can
with
hear me now.
Underwear on his blue tights.
I don't even think he had underwear out. He wasn't wearing the underwear outside the pants.
Oh, guys, I
If
didn't
it's
even finish.
if it doesn't have red underwear outside the pants, it's not the real Superman.
You know that, yeah. And the thing is they'll put up Superman without his red underwear, and you're like, that just looks weird. Who is this guy? No, Superman's got underwear.
Right, that's why Man of Steel is like an alternate reality Superman and not the real Superman.
Yeah, he's the only one without red underwear.
Yeah, the only movie one anyway. Of course, the comic book is also another alternate reality Superman.
I honestly think all of 52 is an alternate reality.
Uh-huh.
I think they're setting
And they
up for a new Infinite Crisis. Because that was so popular back in the day.
After I read what everything that happened, or well, kind of read a little bit what happened before 52, they could easily switch it back. And they might in a few years, who knows.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure people, because I mean, they do have comics now. Of course, they're not in the main continuity that do have Superman in his traditional costume. So it's like DC can still use the traditional costume. So
Well, what gets me is that they change so many characters around, and there's so many plot holes where you're just like, how is this even possible? Why?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a complete alternate universe.
right, exactly. Well,
It's
they
like,
got something going on with the Earth 2 now too, or something like. I don't know what's going on. There's something like
Yeah, I thought all the other Earths were
or something going on.
destroyed.
they had to just throw Earth 2 into the original comics that they left off with before they went to 52. It's like it's like Green Arrow. Okay, Green Arrow was, had Speedy as a sidekick. Then Speedy grew up, become a drug addict, had all of his problems and issues. Now you got Roy
I remember
Harper,
that too. That
who
was
was,
some neat stuff.
and you got Green Arrow, who are like the same age. So how
Yeah,
did
they're almost the same age anyway, aren't they? Roy Harper and Oliver Queen.
yeah, now they're like the same age and stuff like that. And they made a comment one time while, they did some special ops things together and make it sound like they're all military like. And it's like, come on, none of you people spent a moment in the military.
Right.
That's what always gets me about some of the comic books. They make it sound like, oh, we've done special ops here and there and, and wet work, this, that. And it's like, dude, you people are just superheroes. You're not even government hired by anybody ever. No government is going to set you and take you on dressed like a freak.
Amen.
Put your red underwear back inside your pants. We don't want to see it. Put your little military.
Wait a minute. What about Captain America?
No, I
though?
thought we did want to see the red underwear.
Yeah, but Captain America is government owned anyways.
Right. See, they would want. My son's making funny faces.
Yeah, but they shouldn't get rid of Rogers, man.
They will. They'll bring him back. They've done this before. This isn't the first time they've done it. They'll.
That's when they made him into the captain, and
Right.
they had the African American Bucky, or back in the late 80s, as we call him, Black Bucky.
That's as close, because they actually considered making Falcon Captain America then, but they were like, no, America's not ready for it and everything. That just was like showing how racist they were back then.
I like it though. It's
we can have an African American Bucky, but not an African American.
But why can't Falcon be another patriotic hero instead of being Captain America?
Why can't Falcon be Falcon and maybe another African American, a new African American patriotic hero?
Right, there you go.
Like, because what if somebody came along and wanted to make a movie about Luke Cage, but they had it about a white guy?
Well, that's just like...
Yeah.
That would be stupid.
Think of the other superhero swaps we've had, though. Green Lantern,
But they didn't change the character, of course. Those were swaps.
Well, they had
a swap is cool when you're like keeping the original character. Like, I don't have a problem with Falcon being Captain America.
Well,
I
how
just
about
think
this?
It's a gimmick, though, that they're just
Heimdall on Thor was black when he's white. Now, in cartoons or comics, they don't really think about it. But if you look at the whole mythology of Thor, it's made into a comic book from someone else's, background history and, whole culture, and making him black is almost kind of sacrilegious type thing.
Well,
but it's...
I don't know. Sometimes I'm cool with it. Like Nick Fury that was a good choice.
Nick Fury being Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson's selling his image to Marvel.
But it'd be like
totally awesome.
doing a nowadays version of the Bible and turning Jesus Asian.
Well, really, Jesus shouldn't even be white. He was Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Right. But we always set him, yeah. And
everybody has this image of this pure white Jesus, and he's not white.
How many times have they actually had a Jewish guy play Jesus?
Right, exactly. A Middle Eastern Jewish guy at that.
Yeah.
Islamic or whatever, yeah.
I mean, someone like Jason Biggs would have done great for playing a new Jesus.
I don't know if anybody would have taken that seriously, though.
No, they wouldn't.
Jason Biggs is too white.
Right. Yeah, he's very.
Or the kid from Numbers who did the Santa Claus movies, because he is Jewish, but doing Santa and you're Jewish, and he's like, just give me a paycheck.
Now there was a movie they made. It wasn't like a big widespread movie. There was a movie back in the '90s they made called Revolutionary, which actually it looked like a Middle Eastern guy playing Jesus and everything, and it was like kind of taking Jesus in the context of the time he lived in, and really kind of, well, the point is to show that everybody's current image of Jesus, as they think of like being all this pure, white guy, and you think of him like being the American way or something like that, and it's like, and being like super religious or something like that, and that's not how he was. In fact, the religious people were his worst enemies.
And they still are sometimes.
Right, and they still are sometimes. Religious people, most churches would never let somebody like Jesus in their church, in their doors.
No, they've done a thing where some...
Not that I want to make this into a religious talk.
Right.
Yeah.
This is Geek talk.
It's heading in that way.
Yeah, let's not.
My only point was Thor had Heimdall as black, and a lot of people from over in Finland area were kind of upset because he's black. It's not the fact they made a black man. It's the fact that
don't have enough stamina for
in their culture he's supposed to be white. And they put a black guy to almost be like doing a retelling of Jesus and making Jesus Asian.
I didn't have a problem with Heimdall being
right, but I mean, we don't also
but we're also not from Finland or that area either.
Yeah, we don't look at as Thor as a god that we grew up worshiping or our ancestors did. They do because they're Vikings.
Throwing this out there to chat. If you're just joining in, you want to pick a geek topic, please, we're all up.
Yeah, we are open to any topics in the chat that you guys want us to talk about too. Absolutely. Just no politics and no religion.
So let's get off the religion kick.
Well, we're just talking about Thor and Heimdall now, yeah.
I heard The Rock is still up for playing Black Adam.
That would be awesome.
He tweeted he was going to be. You think you're the only viewer? He tweeted like he was going to be the next Green Lantern, like he was going to be John Stewart.
I know a few years ago he signed a contract to play Black Adam. This is probably about 4 years ago, 5, and they shot down the project, and they thought about bringing it back. Then, the John Stewart thing, the Black Panther thing. They just want him to... Even Luke Cage, I've heard he was up to play.
Yeah, I've heard different things.
He's got the ability to play any role you want him to of some big guy.
Ghost Bear question, how did you start your Twitch channels?
Just showed up one day.
I started mine just through the PS4. The first time I tried to stream through the PS4, that's how I set it up. I set it up through the PS4. And then later on, I branched out into doing it off of the PS4, but still mostly PS4 because my PC sucks, unfortunately.
I just showed up one day. Tech inspired me.
I am honored to have inspired you, Stan.
Now, how did you two meet each other on here?
Well, Stan popped into my stream one day.
That's exactly how it went.
And then he talked about, he mentioned he had a YouTube channel, because at that point, you weren't streaming yet, you just had your YouTube channel.
Right.
And then and I gave him a follow, and I gave him a follow right off the bat because you said something I think about like thinking about starting a stream,
Yeah.
and I like gave you a follow. I was like, okay, I'll check it out, like if I can.
I still don't think I follow you on YouTube yet, Stan.
Well, that's okay.
We forgive you.
I guess I didn't realize you did YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
I
the
mean, you
YouTube
had-
stuff is more review, more high def, more news, serious. You know what I mean? Like more, not really serious, but more informative. If that makes any sense.
Right? Yeah, it's less of it. Well, it's still entertainment, but it's not like live Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
My
Is
YouTube,
it-
of course, is just like well,
Like
currently it's clips from my streams. But
I do review games
There you go.
on my YouTube, and I talk about upcoming games and news, and I do various playthroughs of games, and then me and SB, when we have time, we do a 2-player versus, me against him.
Oh, speaking of 2-player stuff, maybe later on in the stream we can squeeze in a Mortal Kombat 2 match or something.
Yeah, you're one that rematch.
Yeah, you'll probably still kick my ass, but still, it was fun though.
Want to at least get my dignity. Yeah, I feel you.
Nah, you'll just humiliate me even worse. So I probably should say never mind.
Okay,
No,
I
that's
just
cool. I'm
gave
down
you
for
guys
Mortal Kombat
follow.
2.
I am now stalking you on YouTube.
And I think that's the second one-on-one. I actually did good that time. See, if it's on a road, I don't have a problem.
see
When
Batman
we did the
laying in
off-road
here?
stuff, it's crazy.
Oh, NBA's in here lurking. See you lurking in there, NBA.
What's up, NBA?
You've exposed you hiding in the background there. Some people don't like to be exposed.
You're my hero, NBA. If you got a geek topic, let me know.
Oh, I guess I don't know if it's true, but they do have another leaked photos of Batman with Batman wearing like some armored suit, but you
Yeah.
only get little bits of it.
Ghost Bear, I can answer that question.
It's
right
with the new
now.
Batmobile, right? Is that the one you're talking
No,
about?
this is like him wearing like the suit from the Batman Superman comic back in the 80s.
It almost looks like a Batman Noel like outfit.
Ghost Bear has a question. What would we all be doing if there was no video games? Okay, I can tell you right now. Before, and
Right
even
now?
after I got my first Nintendo, my hobby was comic books. I bought comic books. Jason can tell you that because both
Yeah.
bought comic books. It was comic books.
Mine would be comic books, movies, and music. Actually, guitar. I like playing guitar. So.
Oh, awesome! You'd get along with my stepson then. He likes to play bass guitar.
Oh, what is this? Air race. Oh man, I've not done these before.
Yeah, mine would probably be comic books, movies.
Yeah, I always loved movies. Yep, movies, comic books, stuff that doesn't involve physical activity.
Well, that's not true. I like going camping and stuff. My wife doesn't, so I don't go. Oh
Me and
yeah,
my brother, when I
crash
was-
me into it. That's cool.
I don't think I could go camping now because I'm too attached to technology. But back in the day, before I was playing video games, me and my brother used to go camping when I lived in New Hampshire.
Cheap
Well,
shot, Ghost Bear. Cheap shot.
You can buy or bring computers along with you while camping, and you can get electric hookups for your camp spots.
And I don't like wiping my butt with leaves.
That's why you go to an actual campground where you just go to the bathroom and take showers.
Okay, that would be cool.
I mean, when you go camping, they don't expect you to be out in the wilderness.
They have to have Wi-Fi.
Wait.
At the camp.
The place I went to didn't have Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
but
I
it
don't
did
really
have
care for
good,
that stuff.
it did have good phone reception.
Okay, so you could make your phone into a hotspot.
Yeah.
That way you could at least tweet to people, "Hey, I'm camping. I'm in the wilderness."
Just need a
Yeah.
And I
tent and some sleeping bags, some marshmallows, and some hot dogs, and I'm good to go.
That's why I tweeted watching Friday the 13th, watching bitches trip over nothing.
Speaking of hot dogs, you didn't eat those rotten hot dogs.
No, I didn't, but I did buy another pack today. They're the smoked sausage things.
Oh, okay.
And it's like I was like looking for something to munch on, had nothing. And it's like, where are they? Where are they? You know, I cleaned out the fridge even looking for them, and I found them in a bag of some pancakes that I forgot to put in the fridge. I didn't need to put the box pancake mix in, but I really didn't realize the hot dogs were underneath them.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't eat those.
If it'd been middle of winter, like we had last winter, I probably would have eaten them because it was cold enough in the house to keep them cool.
Gotcha.
You know, when you're having like 20 below temperature.
Right. Well, I don't even know then, just the fact that they were out, though, you know.
Oh, like 20 below temperature outside, anywhere else in this house was cold. Anywhere else or anybody else's house is cold enough.
True, but they're not sealed in from
yeah.
germs. Oh, then again, it is winter. What bugs are going to be, you know?
Right. Well, no, they hadn't been opened or anything. But I mean, like I said, if it was 20 below,
pack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if it was an open pack, I think I would have noticed. Actually, I probably wouldn't have. The cats would have ate them or the dogs.
So, Destiny's pretty much over. What do you guys think of beta?
I think is it over completely now? I thought it was supposed to go like early in the
tomorrow. No. I said pretty much over.
Oh, gotcha. I thought it was incredible.
We've had it for a week and a half. We can pretty much give our final thoughts on it, I think.
But I tell you, today I didn't even do the Iron Banner event because me and Pandora just spent the whole time we played today.
Right.
The moon and I joined him. He'd already started the moon mission, but he wasn't real far into it. And the moon mission itself was actually not that long. We got through pretty quick. Then we went back again, and we were like, because when we went back, we were hoping that some of the other missions that showed were off. They weren't. They didn't have an explorer mode, didn't have other missions, and like, dang it. But then we decided, well, let's go back, and instead of following the mission, let's go the opposite direction. That's what we did. We went like the opposite direction, didn't follow the mission. We like got to explore and found whole other areas, went underground, got lost, found enemies.
Yeah, that looked actually really cool.
It was awesome. I'm like, man, this is massive.
The ogres were neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
oh, yeah. I agree. I pissed one of those off, and it got all red, and like it was about to explode.
It was charging you, yeah.
I was like, whoa! That was awesome. It was awesome. I'm going to be uploading that to YouTube.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm going to do the whole
thing,
or highlights or what, but no, I'll probably do the whole thing. I need to put the whole thing just so people can check it out.
Yeah, nobody else has a bunny emblem. I'm pretty sure. Jaded bunny.
Yeah, we got a bunny.
2 hours of it, but actually, after watching everybody else play it so much, I felt like I've already played hours of it.
Right.
Well, see, that was one of my things. I really, really enjoyed the beta, but around day 3 or 4, I was like, okay.
And I actually was kind of getting a little tired of it just because we'd done pretty much everything up to that point.
Yeah,
I wanted to do, everything I wanted to do, I couldn't do because it was a beta.
Right.
But today, with them opening the moon up, that was like, oh, yeah. That was like, oh, now I'm like, cannot wait for the full game because that was only still a small taste of the game. And
I wish they'd do more beta stuff or testing like that, alpha, beta, all that.
There are a lot of game companies that do that with their games, and some that don't.
If we meet in real life, the first thing that I want to do with these guys, grab a bite to eat and go to a retro game swap meet. That would be cool.
That would be cool. I need a wheelchair though, because I can't stand for long periods of time because of my back. That's my predicament because of my.
We could get a little red wagon and.
Oh, we would rest. No, I'm watching you. I'm watching too. He says.
There's DC Batman.
Must have very long delay if you're just now wondering if we're watching you.
Did you hear that, Stan?
Yeah, because I mentioned DC Batman Wayne a long time ago. It'd be a huge delay.
I'm sorry, Jason. What was that?
I said, me and you will grab a little red wagon and, carry Tech around.
Yeah, we'll carry you around, Tech.
Get a little radio flyer and get a little umbrella so you don't get.
You guys make me feel so special.
We would.
Actually, I'd let you keep your dignity. We would take plenty of rest stops.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
You
say.
take me in my what?
We'd take plenty of rest stops.
Okay.
I thought you meant plenty of, let him keep his dignity by letting him pick the color of umbrella he used to have.
Yeah, what kind of wagon you want? What color? We can get you one of them. What is it? Those electric carts.
That's so nice. um, I really hate though. I really hate it because I used to be, a lot more. I mean, I wasn't like, athletic or anything, but I was a lot more active than I am now.
What'd you do to hurt
Like
your
I could
back?
outwalk my kids. I'd be like, we'd go to the zoo or something, and like be walking up a hill, and I'd be like way ahead of them, and they'd be like, "My feet are hurting, and my legs hurting." And I'd be like, "Come on, let's go."
What'd you do to hurt your back?
I didn't do anything.
If you don't mind me asking, I mean,
Well, or at least I'm not sure. Well, of course, when I was younger, I was, used to think I was like invincible. I
right?
would do a lot of physical work, lift a lot of heavy things and stuff, and I would, they would tell you the proper way to like, lift, things so that you wouldn't hurt your back and everything. I was like, I don't got time for that junk. I got to just pick things up and not bend my legs and stuff. Sometimes I try to do it right, but most of the time I'm like, lifting things right up with, with my back, which you shouldn't do. But one day, a couple years ago, this was back in 2012, we went to this gun show, which is like the first one and the only one I've ever been to. But we had to park like really far away, which wasn't a big deal. But we had to walk through this like really thick mud, like that our feet kept getting stuck in and everything, which wasn't, that one itself wasn't that big a deal. We made it there, and we were on our feet all day long, standing all day long and stuff. And in the end of the show, when they were doing the big, shooting off of everything at night in the dark, and you get to see, it looks like the guns look like laser guns, by the way, when you at nighttime like that.
Right.
But it was during the show and everything, and then all of a sudden, just bam, this like sharp pain like in the bottom of my back, just like bam, and I could not stand up. Like, I mean, I had to sit down. I could not stand up.
Sorry, Ghost.
And ever since then, it's like steadily the length that I could stand, has been decreasing before it gets to like to where I just my back hurts so much I can't even like move my legs and everything.
Sounds like you pulled your lower back out.
I don't know what happened, but I was just standing. I was just standing, just pop. I just gave out.
I had a job where I had to do a lot of pick this like a 20-pound round car part. It was like we had to oil it, and I'd have to pick it up one hand, spin and move all day long, and my one hip would always pop out a little bit. It sounds like what you're similar to what yours happens. Your hip pops out after a while.
Yeah, I don't know. But I remember this one company I worked for. Well, I used to do tree work, lifting like logs and stuff, doing tree work. I worked after I got out of electronics school. I had a job working for a guy that owned his own electronics repair shop and everything. And I'd be regularly having to lift these big, huge picture tube TVs and stuff. And his son was always saying like, "Oh, I want to be strong. I want to be like John and be strong like Hercules."
Hercules.
Oops. I just said my real name, by the way.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
No.
I did.
Didn't catch it at all.
I did. You've been busted.
I've been busted. I just gave out my first.
Nobody heard.
Nobody heard that.
No. And it's not going on YouTube.
Draft's probably in here. He's probably writing it down.
Yeah, like that tells anybody who I really am.
It is going on YouTube.
I'm still checking, guys.
Well, when I knew you,
I was always planning on revealing my name at some point anyway.
Yeah,
it's not.
I thought you were waiting until the theatrical release, not on my stream.
Well, that'll be the full release of my full name, my first and last name.
Yeah, but do you follow yourself on Facebook?
Do I follow my...
Can you do that?
Oh, you mean, do I like my page? You mean my TechGladiator page?
Yeah.
I did, but I unfollowed it.
Okay, I was gonna say if you did follow your Facebook page, that'd be easy to find you that way. Do you
Hercules,
follow
Hercules,
Ghost Bear says my name is Hercules.
Hercules,
do you,
Hercules.
do you follow yourself on Twitter? Oh, you only
No,
have the
I
one
don't.
name Twitter.
No, yeah, I only had the one Twitter.
This whole
Although,
time I thought your name was Hulk.
Yeah, no, it's Hercules, not Hulk.
No. Hercules smash.
This is why my name is TechGladiator, because even though Hercules isn't a gladiator, it's kind of gladiator-ish.
Have you thought about going to a chiropractor for your back?
And I don't know. I don't know if that would help. I never go to doctors, though. Like, my wife's
Well, it
always
might be-
saying about why I don't.
Might be something simple to where, like, you know, like if you notice the bottom end of your heel prints on your shoes.
Oh man, I picked the wrong car. Oh well.
Is there one heel that digs in deeper than the other?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to things like that. So
I'm serious. If you look at your,
mean-
'cause I on my left foot, if you look at my shoes, my left foot is worn down more than on the right.
Now, I do have one leg that's slightly shorter than the other leg.
That might cause problems right there.
I used to have to wear orthotics in my shoes when I was a kid, too.
Yeah, it might be something. That might be a reason why you have back problems.
But what would you guys want to do if we were to actually meet up and hang out?
Go to
Of course, you and Jason already know each other.
movies.
Well, we haven't
Something
seen
to
each other in
eat.
like
One-
20 years.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other. Like, we first reconnected, what was it, 2008? And we hadn't seen each other since 1989. But we kept in when I first moved from Michigan, we kept in touch for a while, for like probably about like 3-4 years, and then
Yeah, something like
drifted
that.
off, and then it kind of drifted off from there. And then Jason found me on MySpace, and of course it was hard to find me because when you guys find out what my full real first and last
He's
name,
got a common last name.
I have
like
a
Smith.
very
That's not Smith, but it's like.
so like if you knew my name and searched for me, you would never know which one is actually me. Because it's
Right, right.
even in the even in the city I live in, just the city I live in alone, you could look me up in a phone book and you would never know which one it was me unless you could connect the face and the name and then actually saw my face and name together.
I found his.
But he found me because I had a picture of the Hulk as my icon.
Yeah,
Cool.
it just took a wild guess.
And he said, and he even told me later when he actually saw my face as I look now, he said he would never recognize me because I look totally different from what I
Oh, yeah.
looked back then.
Well, I mean, when you lived here, you probably weighed about 110, 120. And you know, it's like you said, you were what, 17?
If I even weighed 100 pounds at all. I was 16 when I moved away. I was 15 because I turned 16 in California.
Because I think you weighed a little bit more than I did. Because when I graduated, I weighed like 110 pounds.
See, I used to be skinny and fit too, but then I got married.
Yeah, I've posted pictures recently, old pictures and stuff, and I saw old pictures of me, and I'm like, I don't look anything like that anymore. I was like slim, trim, really good-looking guy, and then I'm like, what happened to me?
What
Like,
would you do
looking
if we
that
never
person
met
anymore.
Ghost?
What would we do if we never meet Ghost? Like you, Ghost Bear? Do you mean what would we do if we never met you?
We'd probably all stop drinking milkshakes.
We'd probably do the same thing. A little less ghostish.
Just less ghost talk. No ghost hunting. We wouldn't be hunting ghosts anymore.
I would say we would miss you, but we wouldn't know you. I mean,
Right.
that's kind of like one of them.
We wouldn't have
questions.
been doing and whatever we were doing before. We would be doing that.
I always thought it'd be kind of cool to get a camera around and people around and film our own like ghost reality show where we're doing our own ghost hunters thing, but basically outright showing you that this is a spoof like half of the other stuff that they have out there. Walk by, have some guy in camouflage with a twig in his hand shaking it and acting like, ooh, what's that? But you can see the guy off the side shaking the stick and, oh, I'm getting scared. Because these shows I've seen on there where they're sitting there oh, this is a haunted house. We're gonna go walk in there tonight. I'm thinking, without anybody's permission in the middle of the night, and some guy actually tripped through the floorboard, scraped his knee. Oh, I think I have to go to the hospital now. It's like, really? Sneak into somebody's property in the middle of the night, you fall on a floorboard, scrape your knee up a little bit, and you now need medical attention.
That was painful.
Hey, speaking of like ghost hunting and stuff, you ever seen that show Scariest Places on Earth?
Yes, I love that show.
They're,
Travel Channel?
Well, I've never watched it myself, but one of the episodes they did this place called Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Yeah.
That is here in the city I live in, and I've actually like snuck up there with a friend of mine before. But we didn't get to go inside because there was people there.
Yeah, I've actually drove past it.
Oh, you drove past it? Awesome.
Yeah.
Because I used to live on the same street it was on.
Like my sister, she still lives in Boone, but my parents used to live in Berea, and we would, we'd go on trips and stuff. I mean, it wasn't that far away, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, when me and my friends snuck up there, though, this was like probably 12 years ago, before they even like lived here.
One of the
coolest on the show.
One of the coolest places I've ever been to while I was spent time in Kentucky, though, the Natural Land Bridge. That is freaking awesome.
The Natural Land Bridge?
Yeah.
What's that?
That is, even though I live here in Kentucky.
It's actually a it's a mountain formation, but it's two mountains that are, it's got
bridged
a natural,
together?
They're naturally bridged together.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't know about that. That actually sounds very awesome.
It's the longest natural land bridge, or the second largest natural land bridge in the U.S.
Oh, something else we'd have to do if we met in real life is we'd have to go see the new Star Wars movie.
Absolutely. But yeah, Ghost Bear, I'm glad that I know you, Ghost Bear, actually.
Yeah, we're very glad to know you.
Yeah, I'm the only one who would have to have the long drive to get to anywhere.
Well, Stan lives in Tennessee, so he'd have a long drive to get there.
What, like in 2 hours, 3?
How many hours away are you?
It would take me about...
We basically have this whole state of Indiana between me and Jason.
It would take me about 4.5.
I think it's like almost a 6-hour drive.
Because you're right on the other side of the northern side of Indiana, and I'm right below the southern side of Indiana.
Yeah.
I think it's like close to 6 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like 4 hours away. Maybe 3.5, 4 hours.
3.5.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
I live just south of Knoxville. I don't live right in Knoxville. I live just south of
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yep.
And Tech's got family that lives there in Tennessee.
Yeah, I've got people in Clarksville, Tennessee.
What is the best moment of your life? That's a hard one.
Well, you're supposed to say stuff like, "Oh, when my kids were born."
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know,
that's what you're supposed to say.
When I got married, when my kids were born, and
those are the greatest moments of my life.
Yeah, those are. But if we're talking non-artificial here,
when a girl finally said yes, and I got some, and
let me make sure that my wife's not around them.
I would have to say the first time I felt a boob. That wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, those moments.
I wasn't even thinking of that kind of stuff.
That keep in your mind forever, though. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those moments do stick with you.
I guess my priorities are way, way out of whack. I mean,
because the greatest moment when
I don't think it's me.
Batman, you're in Tennessee right now. Cool.
Oh, nice. Okay. But yeah, I don't think of actually any particular sexual moment as my best moment of life. I enjoyed them, of course, but I don't know. My priorities are different.
Do
Maybe
you
it's
live?
because I'm old and I don't think about sex every 9 seconds or whatever many seconds that guys normally think about it anymore.
Do you live in Tennessee, Batman, or I am floundering this boat? I did not pick the right boat.
I'm obviously the Yankee here.
Did you say bye? Are you leaving?
Oh, bye, Tennessee, I guess.
Oh,
Bye.
My game froze, Stan, and I'm gonna stop playing.
oh, so
Oh.
easy win for me.
I mean, lemon pie right now is awesome.
Thanks for helping me level up, though. That was nice. I got level 7. I was like a level 3 when I started.
You know, something you can't buy in stores in Michigan, really, is the sugar cream pie.
You know what I wish we had?
I want one right now.
Pure cane sodas.
Well, that's what the Mountain Dew throwbacks are. They got, they got the real sugar in there as opposed to the corn sugar.
Right, right. You have more races, so I can have fun. I'll finish playing your playlist. That's cool.
And now they're releasing like Pepsi with, you know, with the real
Oh, you
sugar.
live in Missouri? So you're in West Tennessee. See, my because of work, see, I pretty much stayed where I was born and raised, in the area I was born and raised, which is the Knoxville area. But my mom moved shortly after I graduated high school and moved out. And then because of my stepdad's work, and then they have recently relocated again, and they live in Jackson, Tennessee, or close to Jackson, Tennessee.
Yeah, I could take both of you to places in Michigan, and just if you two were to talk like you normally do, people would just think you're regulars from that area of Michigan.
That's cool. I want to hang out there.
Because it's weird. I have met people around here with such a horrible Southern accent. You're like, where the hell are you? Oh, I'm from, like down the road, where their families have been here, but there's people up around Detroit came down and moved around where I do. And they had a power outage one day, and they were walking around looking for a friend that I guess they spent time in jail with. This one guy did. And they're sitting there saying, oh, yeah, we come up from Detroit, and we sat, and their Southern accents were thicker than both of yours put together.
I think that would ruin the market, Ghost Bear. What is your opinion if Xbox and PlayStation made a console together? That would ruin the market and become a monopoly.
Because there would be no competition anymore.
Yeah, that would ruin the market.
Japanese people won't even touch Xbox. I don't blame them.
Jason is stuck using Xbox 360 and he hates it.
I don't hate it. It's just not what PlayStation is. And I am so confused as to why everybody went out and bought Xbox. And it's like, why? It's not that it's okay, but it's not what PlayStation is, not even nearly.
See what else you got in here.
I don't have nothing against Xbox myself, except I don't care for the controller layout. I don't like the left analog stick being above the directional buttons.
I don't mind the layout of the controller.
Nothing's going to stop the console war. The console war's been going on since the NES Sega days. That's what makes it great.
Right, because they try to outdo each other, which is always good for us.
As long as there's competitors, there will always be a console war.
Right. They actually did have a console out a few years, probably about 10, 15 years ago, that actually played all of everything that was made at that current time, could play them all, and they used to have infomercials on it, and then the infomercials stopped because somebody bought that rights up to that whole console idea, just so you can't do that.
I've seen stuff that they actually sell and you can buy that play NES, Super NES, and Sega Genesis cartridges.
I have one of those.
And Stan has one of those.
I have a retro duo with the Sega Genesis adapter. I sure do.
That is awesome.
Right now, I'm sure all you need is a couple of trips to somewhere, and
But I still
couple
have
of
the other consoles too. I just bought the Retro Duo, so I didn't wear
Yeah,
out the other
Stan
one.
has the original consoles and stuff. The ones with the old Nintendo where you had to always blow on the cartridges and try to pull it in and out. Get those. Remember those things they used to buy that you'd put like your cartridge in and you'd like pull it in and out to try to clean the contacts on the cartridge and everything.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was such a pain. Always going through that, man.
Actually, you can use just alcohol and uh, a Q-tip.
Yeah, I agree with DC Batman. I like the Xbox controller because I don't get my fingers cramped up nearly as I do with the PlayStation.
Yes, I agree with the size, but I don't like the layout. I like my toggles being closer together, and I think the PS4 controller is the best controller I have ever held.
Yeah, the PlayStation 4 controllers it blows the PlayStation 3 controller away, which the PlayStation 3 controller is basically just a modified version of PlayStation 2.
And Ghost Bear, question: what is your opinions on PlayStation? What y'all like and stuff? I am a PlayStation loyalist. I'm a brand loyalist just because I've always bought PlayStation products and Sony products since even I was a big fan of the Walkman. I was a big fan of Sony TVs, everything Sony ever done. And
yeah, I've always thought Sony was a good brand myself too.
And as far as first-party content, there is no other. Uncharted. I mean, you just look at the list. Uncharted, God of War, all those games. There's no comparison. I mean, if Halo and Gears of War is all you got to combat the Sony first-party titles, then you're really lacking.
Yeah, there's very few, if any, Xbox only titles that I would care to have. Most of the ones that I would like to have, you can get on PC.
Right.
One reason I ever got the original Xbox is because they were on sale and I got it on layaway, and that's where all the Star Wars games were at that time. So I bought a whole bunch of Star Wars games for the original Xbox.
See, Jason was like me, a Star Wars gamer.
Well, they had some cool ones for PS2 too, like the Naboo Fighter, and
they had the Jedi Outcast for PlayStation 2 also.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd put Jedi Academy on there, which Jedi Academy, some people like talk down against it, but I really like Jedi Academy.
They put Knights of the Republic on there.
Yeah, they did. But you know how in the original Jedi Knight you could end up on the dark side or the light side?
Yeah.
Well, Jedi Academy went back to that because it had two different endings and it like branched off depending on whether you turn to the dark side or turn to the light side.
I think you can do that in Dark Forces too, but I don't think it alters the ending that much.
Yeah, Dark Forces 2 you can. Yeah, that was that's what I was meaning. The first Jedi Knight game, Dark Forces 2. Yeah, you can, and it actually has different cutscenes and too.
That's not the original Jedi Knights game. Dark Forces 1 would be the original Jedi.
But you were in a Jedi Knight in Dark Forces 1.
Well, I know when PlayStation.
I'm talking about just the Dark Forces aspect of it.
Right.
Fit with PlayStation, and that's why you don't see too many Star Wars games for PlayStation. They had some sort of controversy going on.
Oh, they better put Battlefront on.
There's been plenty of Star Wars games on PlayStation.
Like, yeah.
Right, but they were... that's what they were talking about, but then, like I said, they still had a whole bunch of games for PlayStation, so I don't really... And I read it in the PlayStation magazine at the time.
Oh, got you.
I don't know really what the deal was, because PlayStation's always had...
Probably because, a lot of it probably has to do with Xbox being owned by Microsoft, which is an American company, and Star Wars being an American property.
But then at the time, PlayStation did have Phantom Menace for their PlayStation 1, but as far as PlayStation 2 goes, they didn't have nothing really for Star Wars, did they?
Battlefront 2 came out on PlayStation 2 and Jedi Outcast. I know those specifically, but I do believe they came out with some others, but I'm not sure.
And Knights of the Republic and Naboo Fighter and...
Knights of the Old Republic did come on PS2?
Yeah, and another Rogue Squadron update from the N64. They updated it.
See, I don't know. All I remember is reading the article.
I really like those two, Ghost Bear. Force Unleashed 1 and 2. I like 1 better.
Look at Ghost Bear's newest question.
Stando, if you had to choose who to save, Tech or Jason, I'm like Batman.
I'll save both of them.
I could not just save one or the other. I'd have to save both of them.
Or he could save Jason. Jason would save me, or he could save me, and I would save Jason.
If Stan saves me, I can help Stan save Tech.
There you
Right. That's what. That's what I was meaning. Like if he saves one of us, then both of us together can save the other one, whoever's left.
go. That would be a hard decision to choose. They're
It
both
would
great
be like-
guys.
It would be like well, DC trio type thing, Batman, Superman, and
But I've
Like who
not known
should
them that
Superman
long.
save?
Aquaman.
Batman or Spider-Man?
So if it was save them or save myself, I've not known them that long. I'd have to save myself.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. I mean, we're cool and all, but I didn't know you that long.
That just confused you. If you ever saw Batman Forever or the first Spider-Man movie, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie,
Mm-hmm.
where the Green Goblin's got a bunch
Yeah,
of
he's
kids,
like, you
and
never
then he's
know
got
when
Mary
a
Jane.
when a sadistic mind will come along with a choice to make. But that was Willem Dafoe. He was awesome.
Yeah, William Dafoe is awesome.
Oh, speaking of Willem Dafoe, we just watched this movie before your stream
Deer
with Christian
Hunter?
Bale in it called Out of
Homefront.
Furnace.
Or Out of the Furnace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Had
that
Willem
was. I
Dafoe
just
in it.
watched that last night.
Oh, you did watch that last night? We watched it
Yeah.
tonight. It was it has Christian Bale, Willem Dafoe, and Woody Harrelson.
And Casey Affleck.
Yeah. Casey Affleck, yeah, too, and
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Forrest Whitaker is also in it too,
We
and
have that.
and the girl who played Uhura in the new Star Trek movies.
Dude, I love the new Star Trek movies. The reboots were done so well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. They were very good.
They really capture like the spirit of the original cast. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Like
Yeah,
the conversation
the guy
between
is-
Kirk and Spock. I mean, Chris Pine, he plays an awesome Kirk. That's
and
cool.
even Bones.
Oh yeah, I can't remember that guy's name.
Dang.
Carl Urban.
Yeah, he played Judge Dredd in the new Judge Dredd movie too. But yeah, he does a great McCoy.
He also played
I've
as
not
a
seen
hitman.
Yeah, Dredd was pretty cool. It was,
Played a hitman on a Bourne Identity movie.
he wears the helmet the whole movie. He never, unlike those Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd
Right.
movies, hardly wears the helmet. He
Sylvester-
never takes the helmet off at all during the movie.
The Stallone Judge Dredd was awful.
Yeah. This one, he never takes that. You never see his face. So he had no problem wearing the helmet the whole movie.
What's weird is-
I like Telltale Games Ghost Bear. They do The Walking Dead. I've not got to play The Walking Dead, but they also do the Wolf Among Us, and I think they did the Back to the Future games.
To do some of the Lego games too.
Yeah,
It's weird seeing Carl Urban do a role where he's not physical and beating up people.
He's in that show too, Almost Human, also on TV.
He did Doom with Rock.
Oh, really?
yeah. He was the main character in Doom.
Really?
Yeah,
I never saw the Doom movie.
yeah, he was.
And you-
It wasn't very
Yeah.
good.
no,
Yeah, it's hard to get a good video game based movie, unfortunately.
didn't he also do one of the Blade movies
You know
too?
what? Even though you say that, the Tomb Raider movies were awesome.
Yeah, they were. I said it's hard. I didn't say it's impossible. It's just hard. But I did like the Tomb Raider movies. They were good.
I am surprised they've never done a Legend of Zelda movie yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, but you know
That would have to be done.
I'm kind of surprised, and I'm kind of not surprised because it is Nintendo we're talking about, and you know how they have to take ownership of everything.
They did do a Super Mario Brothers movie way
Yeah.
back.
No, they didn't, Tech. No, they didn't.
That wasn't really Super Mario Brothers.
No, I'm pretending that didn't ever happen, and Dennis Hopper is
You erased it from history. You
Yeah.
went back in time and undid the movie from
Right.
being made.
Matter of fact, I was talking to Nemesis GOB, and we were talking about the Mario Brother movie. One of the nights that MMRGO were streaming their Mario thing, and somehow the movie came up, and then we got stuck on Dennis Hopper being such a bad actor in that movie. And I said, well, wasn't he in every movie at that time? And then, you know, we both said Waterworld at about the same time. And he played the same character. I said, yeah, the only reason Dennis Hopper did Waterworld is because he thought it was a sequel to Mario Brothers. Because it's named after one of the worlds.
I actually didn't mind Waterworld. It wasn't that bad. It just cost a crap load of money to make, and they weren't ever going to
You
make
know
what
what
they
was so expensive about
I don't-
Waterworld?
making a huge water tank.
Kevin Costner's hair extensions.
Yeah.
I was gonna say all the water was so made it so expensive.
Yeah, they're doing a Ratchet and Clank movie right now. I'm excited about that.
Is
And
that
we're also
animated?
getting Insomniac is also redoing the original Ratchet and Clank game from the ground up for PlayStation 4. Super
Kevin
Mario Bros.
Costner.
movie, I thought that was
Yep,
it is
Robin
terrible. That's why we said it didn't exist. It is so bad it doesn't exist.
He was the only one who couldn't
Kind of like
speak
that first
English
Justice
accent.
League movie they made.
It is terrible.
First Justice League movie.
The first Justice League movie, I don't know whether to be hyped because Wonder Woman's not got her own film. The
Oh, no,
Flash
I'm
hasn't got
not.
his own film.
I'm not talking about the new Justice League. I'm talking about the Justice League movie they made years ago.
Pandora, welcome, buddy. It's good to see you.
Pandora.
Glad you can make
Pandora.
it.
When did they make a Justice League movie?
What? Okay.
They've not
Your
yet,
geek card. I'm taking away your geek card now.
unless you're talking about the animated Justice League movie.
I thought me and you have talked about this before, Jason.
They've
I'm
not made a
trying-
Justice League movie. Are you going to take my geek card away?
Yeah, they made a All right.
I think he's just making shit up just to make us look
No.
stupid.
No.
Super Friends was a television show. It wasn't a movie.
I'm not talking about Super Friends, a live action Justice League movie. Maybe Pandora knows it, but like, all right,
When did they do this?
I'm gonna Google it.
No, you tell us. You don't Google it. You tell us now. You're cheating. You're making things up.
They've not
You're
made a
looking at-
JLA movie yet. They're getting ready to. The only DC movies that they've done is Batman, Superman, Green
did a
Lantern.
Justice.
It was a made-for-TV movie.
Oh, now it's made for TV movie.
That doesn't really count.
I got that on DVD. The made.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The made-for-TV Justice League movie.
Oh, now it's. See, we know how.
See, I'm looking at a
exact-
picture of it right now on Wikipedia.
See,
And it's live
know-
action.
Oh yeah, Wikipedia. That's a place for real.
Jason, you know what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
got a picture right here of the Atom. What's that?
All
green
right,
little
guys, bear,
thing?
we'll see when you get
Flash. It's got Green Lantern. It
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
got Adam West. Adam West playing as Batman.
No. This is totally different. Let me throw this.
I'm glad you're doing good, Pandora.
Let me throw this link in the chat. It has a picture. I know it's Wikipedia, but it actually has a picture of the movie. It is made for TV.
Jason, I'm going to have you to verify because I can't look at links while I'm
Okay.
streaming or I'll crash my stream.
All right, I'll look.
All right, I just put the link in there.
Well, so far all I see is a comic book thing. Us-
Adam West
Just-
was in this movie?
No, Adam West is not in this movie. This was made in.
Was it made about the same time as
Says
the...
Justice League of America is an unsuccessful 1997 television pilot produced by CBS and directed by Felix Enriquez Alcala. Based
So
on
it's
the-
never aired.
Unsuccessful pilot, it was never aired, which means it doesn't exist.
Right, that's what I was talking about. It doesn't exist like this doesn't exist.
Well, you can look for that, or you can find some crappy.
But you see the picture, right? You see, Jason, the picture. It actually has the Flash. It has Green Lantern.
So were they
I
going to
think
do
those are Fire and
the...
Ice, and it has the Atom.
So were
So
they
far,
going to
they-
use the Smallville spinoff for the Justice League movie or TV
No, this
show?
was in 1997, before Smallville ever existed.
Oh, okay.
Because Smallville
No.
started in
The link
2001.
you gave me, all it has is comic book covers.
Whatever.
No, it does. The first thing it says a Justice League, and it's a comic book cover of Justice League issue #1 of the new.
Click on the link myself.
I know they did a early '90s like Teen Titans type
Scroll down a little bit. Go to where it says plot.
background, publication history.
Are you sure you clicked on the link that I put in chat? Because I just clicked on it and it's bringing up this Justice League of America. Is there a way for me to share my screen on Skype and put it in your stream so you can see it?
I wish there was, but no, there's not.
Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts, you can do that.
I'll click
Yeah,
on it
you can do
again,
that in Google Hangout.
just in case I
And
accidentally.
you know how I found this, by the
Thing.
way? You know how I found it? I did a search on Google for crappy Justice League. That's how I found it.
Move out the way. All right. Oh man.
No, it puts me straight to the Justice League comic book page.
It didn't. It doesn't bring you to Wikipedia. That's a Wikipedia link.
Yeah, I'm on Wikipedia.
Welcome back, Ghost.
It says Wikipedia, Justice League.
But look at the link. Look at the link. It says Justice League of America TV film.
Like you can trust anything on Wikipedia.
Well, I know, but I'm not trusting what it says. I'm trusting.
Well, the thing is
actually
it has your name on there and doesn't have the full thing on there. It says Justice League of America, then it has an underscore, then caption something, then it goes to something else. I can't see the whole box.
As Locust would say, I got to get me some fresh air here. Hold on.
So you can't click on links in the chat during the stream, Stan?
I could, but it takes forever for the webpage to load, and sometimes it will crash the stream.
Oh, okay. Not worth it then. Don't do it. Don't do it then. All right. Well,
maybe I can on the phone.
Hold on. Photo right here.
Let me look on the phone because I do have the stream up in my phone.
I'll have to repost.
For some reason, I'm not getting the whole page.
Well, hold on. I did have my stream up on the phone.
If I go full screen, I don't get the full talk page.
All right, repost it.
Were you still doing the moon mission, Pandora?
All right, let's see. I can't click on it on my chat.
Well, you can't tap on it?
No, not in the app.
Ah.
Sorry, man.
Not making it up, though. I promise it has a photo right here. It shows the Flash. It shows Green Lantern. It shows the Atom. It shows...
Is it the same guy that played Flash in the solo 90s
No, I don't believe so. Let's see. The Flash was played by Ken Johnston in this.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the same guy who played him in the 70s
or
the
70s
show. That's really 90s show.
It wasn't a 70s show. It was the 90s.
Right. That's what I corrected myself.
Okay.
The 90s to me are the 90s are my 70s.
Yeah. Okay.
No, the only thing, every time I click on that link, it takes me right straight to Justice League.
The 80s were my 50s, 60s, and the 90s were my 70s. But there is a picture right there. If anybody else in the chat goes there, you should be able to see it.
Hercules, come on, try your best. Pandora, I want confirmation on this Justice League of America TV film, if you will, please.
If you could click on that link.
Because Jason says it's BS, and if you say it's BS, then Tech's a liar.
I'm not lying. I'm not. I'm telling the truth. I have no reason to lie about this.
Every time I click on the link you gave me, I had to look up something else, but...
Why don't Jason do this? Do a Google search.
Pictures.
Crappy Justice League movie.
All right.
Or crappy Justice League.
And this playlist y'all are watching of GTA 5 is actually Ghost
Pandora,
Bears.
do you see the
Bears
picture
playlist.
of Atom, Fire, Flash, Green Lantern, and Ice?
No, we're asking if it's a legit release project.
It has a photo right here of
It's a real movie. They've already made a Justice League movie once before in it.
But it was a TV pilot that was garbage.
Well, TV pilot is not a movie.
Well, I wasn't meaning a theatrical movie. But you were saying like.
No,
that,
you said movie.
Okay, you were saying that Super Mario Brothers doesn't exist, and I was saying it doesn't exist like this movie doesn't exist because it's crap.
Yeah, but Super Mario Brothers actually got published.
This didn't get published, it was made. This didn't get published, but it was made.
Man, I love giving you so much grief.
So you typed in Justice
trolling
League
me.
movie.
I think Jason's trolling me. I'm thinking he's looking right at it. That's the only possibility, because I'm looking right at it, unless I'm in an alternate reality.
Sure, blame the Jawas. Houdini!
Oh,
That's great.
Pandora still hasn't confirmed anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I did finally get it. I had to go. What he said, the link he gave me was different than what is. The link that's posted on chat is different than what I found. But it is. I am now looking at what Tech's looking at.
Okay, so see.
Can't copy and paste.
But the movie that's being referenced really does not exist. Like, you can't watch it.
Ghostbear says it's confirmed, yes. Tech is not a liar.
Yeah, he just can't copy and paste. At least
I did. Whatever. Okay, fine. Whatever.
I tried it when every time I click on it, you know, you go
Pandora
right
says he's
through it.
going to do a little research to find out if this is real or fake. No, Jason
Okay.
actually did confirm it.
It's-
But I mean, you can still
Yeah,
research.
but Pandora's
Okay.
researching it because it is Wikipedia for your source there.
Well,
But
I'm mostly going by the photo anyway.
But the link took me
information-
somewhere different.
the text, the typed information, that's one thing, but the photo. And I've seen this elsewhere too. Like, let me see what else.
Hercules never lied.
He's never lied. He drank a lot and got drunk a lot, but never lied.
Now I heard they were going to redo another Justice League movie around the time Batman Begins started, and it was supposed to have the guy who did Lone Ranger was supposed to play Batman in that one, but it
Okay,
never
here's a
went
link
through.
of bad movie.
I thought the guy that played Lone Ranger ended up being Superman. Is that not the same guy?
Well, no, he was also supposed to play Batman instead of Ben Affleck, but since Lone Ranger was considered such a failure, he never got the role again.
All
That's
right,
what I-
Ghost Bear. Thank you for coming.
All right,
Thanks for
Ghost
stopping by.
Bear.
Thanks for playing with me, and thanks for the playlist.
Have a good night, Ghost Bear. There's another link, badmovies.org. Other movies just this evening.
I know they made a crappy TV series that I think was also
So
never
this is
aired.
like the Fantastic Four movie in the 90s
Yes.
that didn't get released.
Yes.
That's what that is. Okay.
Yes, that was never released, but you can find like bootleg copies. You can probably find bootleg copies of this too, probably.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Ghost
Oh,
Bear
you're
says,
lying? You're sticking around?
Oh, see, Ghost Bear lies. Law get trolled.
Hello, get trolled.
Now,
Oh god, this looks just as horrible
tried to
as the
set an
Teen
example
Titans
of-
version.
honest and truthful to my viewers.
Yeah.
See, now this link I got to work. that
Wait,
you
what was
put up.
that, Stan? Yeah. Like, what do you mean? I'm not honest and truthful?
No, you are pretty honest. You are pretty
Now-
honest.
Now
You
the
even let Ghost Bear know that your real name is Hercules.
Right. So,
now the link you
that
put
was
up this
accident.
time took me right to what you needed to.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't really on that bike. I would have lost my nuts. Y'all
No,
gonna
now
see
he
that coming
says
up.
he's kidding again. He's leaving. No, we'd rather the first lie be true and that you're actually staying. Though.
Yeah, Ghost Bear. Because me and Tex gonna play Mortal Kombat 2 right before the stream ends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and since we're all gonna go visit each other down south, we must take Pandora with us because he's down the street from you
Dude,
guys too.
I don't care to make that
Pandora
trip.
is actually 35 minutes from me.
Probably around I mean, if we were going to actually do that and make a trip and hang out and make a YouTube video and all that cool stuff and go watch a movie or whatever, that would be cool.
That would be very awesome.
Yeah, we can be the 4 geeks of apocalypse.
The 4 geeks of
There you go. Yeah, get Pandora to join up with us. Because Pandora lives right there. He lives like, what, 20 minutes away?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can just like walk out the door and knock on his door real quick.
Yeah, that'd be
It
horrible.
only takes me 35 minutes because of my back.
That
I
would
don't
be
think
horrible that we would all meet and not invite him because he's like there.
Yeah,
Right.
he's right there. Absolutely, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And plus, I would like to see a lot more of Pandor's artwork while I was there. That would be really cool.
It would be cool. Very awesome.
And then I'm going to steal his stuff.
And then you do what?
It is confirmed
Going
there was a
still-
TV pilot made, but it never aired in the U.S.
Told you.
Well,
Told you.
If it was an American cast, where did it air? BBC?
Oh, probably
It was
Mexico.
for CBS, according to Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia.
Which means it's probably in the CBS vault, never to be released.
Produced by CBS and directed by Felix Enrique Alcala.
Good old Felix.
Doesn't sound very good.
Well, yeah. It says the film is interjected with mock interviews of members of Justice League speaking about life as a superhero in a past
Oh
tense.
man, no wonder it failed. That would be crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Interview with a Hitman.
Interview with a hitman.
It's like a webisode series or something. Something you'd find on
I
YouTube.
used to kill people, and I did this, and I did that.
Well, I've seen the YouTube things of the Teen Titans they made in the 90s, which was kind of horrible too. And these outfits were really spandex looking.
What about
Aired
the
in
Japanese Spider-Man that was basically Ultraman with a Spider-Man costume and a Spider-Man giant robot?
Yeah, they do a lot of that in other countries, kind of rip off our stuff.
I've seen like I don't know what country it was for, but I've seen like a rip-off of Superman made in
Did Toho make that Spider-Man movie? Because that might.
It wasn't a
worth
movie;
watching.
it was actually a TV series.
Well,
And,
if Toho made it, it might be worth watching because they did
Well, they made
Godzilla
a-
movies.
Mexican one.
Marvel has it on their
where
site.
Spider-Man was like stabbing some dude, and
I don't know if you guys are as nerdy as me and like Godzilla, but
I
love
saw
it.
the Godzilla.
I guess the
made it-
part 2 is going to have Mothra and Rodan in it.
And yeah, I liked Godzilla back in the day.
It's already talking sequel.
Oh, of the new Godzilla they're talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. See, I thought they had Mothra in there. I thought that's what those two creatures were, was Mothra.
yeah, I
They
thought there was a big like Monster Royale at the end of Godzilla. I didn't get to see it, but
It wasn't
Yeah.
at the end of Godzilla. They were like in it more than Godzilla was.
it got spoiled for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, the movie got not by you guys, but
Oh.
it did get spoiled for me
I saw it in 3D with my son. I took him.
Yeah, it was
because
awesome.
somebody said they do Godzilla. A lot of people, the critics were mad that Godzilla wasn't really in the movie, but that's how all the Toho movies are. Godzilla's supposed to be mysterious until the end
And he was
when he
right.
gets his wolf ass on.
Right, and he was actually the hero.
Yeah,
He didn't even go through tearing up the city. He like
Well, they had
careful.
people sitting there saying, "Oh, he's fat and this and that." And I guess they're, you look at the older Godzilla movies, the black and white. He was always chubby.
yeah.
Yeah.
Godzilla is fat.
He
What
looked
is-
like the real Godzilla, but more realistic and awesome looking.
Awesome.
Yeah, and he wasn't like the gay version that Matthew
In the
Broderick.
Matthew Broderick movie, yeah.
Right, that was not Godzilla. That was the Gila monster movie.
That was just
Gila monster mixed
freaking.
That was
Jurassic
a terrible.
Yeah, then they turned around and made.
The only good thing that came out of that Godzilla movie was great Taco Bell commercials.
Remember
And-
Here,
that
lizards,
Amy
lizards,
ones and
lizards.
stuff, and it was basically like the Lost World Jurassic Park 2.
Well, then they made Godzilla 2000, which was awesome.
They made a what?
Godzilla 2000, which was made, over in
I never
Japan.
saw that, but I wanted to because that one looked like almost like they were.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
Toho movies are really good.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, that one was like they were making up for the other Godzilla movie. Like, oh man, we're sorry.
No, that was them saying, whatever crap you guys threw out, this is what Godzilla really is.
Which,
Right.
I don't know how they got permission from Toho to use Godzilla as a licensed product
And then
for
told,
the U.S. version, and if it was that much crap.
right. I mean, it wasn't that the movie was horrible. It just wasn't Godzilla, and then it just seemed like they threw in, like the Lost World Jurassic Park 2 when they got.
They had a couple of neat effects.
Exactly, it looked like the spinal back. That's what the Godzilla was in that movie. Almost like.
Well, the thing is, Godzilla's
Terrible.
always been kind of dopey looking and
Oh,
not all
Pandora
that.
said that aired in Europe.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The
The Justice League movie,
It actually aired in Europe.
or the Justice League
Another-
TV pilot.
Right.
You know, Europeans know all about their superheroes from America.
Did you know the Incredible?
Actually, they do. There are some pretty big nerds over
Right.
there in
Yeah,
UK.
You know the
they're
Incredible
obsessed
Hulk
with
TV
superheroes.
series from the 70s, and there were some countries where they actually aired like the pilot episode as a theatrical movie, or not aired it, but showed it as a theatrical movie in some foreign countries.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah,
Didn't know
that's
that.
how they're test subjects in other
Sorry,
countries.
when I was growing up, I was too busy watching Moonlighting to even know about what other countries were doing.
Moonlighting, good old Bruce Willis.
Yeah, David Addison, man. Love that stuff. See, I can nerd out with the best of them.
They need to have some way to announce this hosting thing though, to where people can like go to it.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you really got a Twitter and Facebook and all that.
I did do some tweets about it too. So I
think you guys ought to go like do those follow things on Twitter to get a whole bunch of free followers. You just have to follow them back.
Is my stream pausing? It seems like it's pausing.
But you could get from 50 to 100 followers in about 20 hours.
Oh, Pandora says he even has the pilot. He watched a snippet of it on YouTube, and he even has the pilot. He forgot he even had it until he saw it.
Oh, you have a copy of the pilot. Okay.
Yeah,
that
see,
is pretty
you guys
cool.
didn't believe me. Dang on, man. No respect.
Well, I mean...
I'm telling you, I don't get any respect.
No respect, no respect.
I guess you have to give you your
no
Geek card back.
I love Rodney Dangerfield.
What'd you say, Jason?
I guess we should give you back your Geek card, huh?
Yeah, he gets his Geek card back.
Yeah, I get my Geek card
He
back.
still didn't quote any Spaceballs, like...
I can't quote Spaceballs, unfortunately. I can't quote Spaceballs. I remember the part where he's like breathing heavy and he's like, he takes off his helmet. He's like, I can't breathe in here, or something like that.
It's so hard to breathe in this thing.
Right. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I am your father's cousin's, or
yeah, he said something like that.
I don't remember exactly how it goes. I'm your father's cousin's best friend's roommate. What does that make us? Absolutely nothing.
Merchandising. My favorite. Flamethrower. It's for the kids. It's my favorite.
Spaceballs, the video. Space.
I'm a mom.
If you put me on the spot, I'm like a deer in headlights, and like my mind goes blank. I just forgot everything I know.
Barf. Not in here. No, that's my name.
Like after I finished my
Barf.
training.
It's short for Barf. What is it? Following me. I love that movie.
Like I finished my training for my new position at work, and then like put on the spot. I'm like, I don't know anything, but I just spent the last week training about.
I want to sleep. Keep up the good work.
All right.
Bye. All right. Thanks, DC Batman. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Have a good night, DC Batman.
Are we streaming too late? Everybody's going to bed.
Beach.
They're not going to get to see Mortal Kombat. I bought it at Con in like 2000. Okay, I got it. Got you. So you went to a Comic Con or the San Diego Comic Con? Isn't that the big one, San Diego?
I think that's how I got the 1970s Star Wars Christmas special was from some con.
Oh, you've been to? I've never been to a con. I want to do that.
I've been to one. The last con I went to really turned me off from cons.
Yeah, but Tennessee doesn't have any.
Why? It's because you weren't dressed up like the rest of the people.
That and I don't know. I felt like I didn't fit in.
Not geeky enough.
I was not geeky enough.
Oh, you didn't dress up.
Right. I felt like I was like, man.
You don't have to cosplay to have a good time. You just have to go with a group of friends.
Right.
I think you would enjoy it probably more.
I don't know. I just like. I felt like, man, I felt like at that point, like I should have had my geek card taken away because I didn't feel geeky enough. I was like, because most.
Do you feel like?
Because I went for the comic books. I wanted to see the comic books, but I wasn't really much interested in all the the extra stuff that people were doing and everything. I just
I would have been. I think
And
it's
move-
cool people get excited about stuff like that.
it is cool, but I don't know. I just felt out of place.
Yeah, but I would love to
See,
go to some conventions, like gaming conventions or anything, but there's just nothing like that around where I live. It's just nothing, it doesn't happen.
I used to go to a comic book convention in California, not the San Diego Comic Con, but it was a smaller one. And all
San
it was,
Diego is too big. I figured that was the big one, but you've been to several other cons, smaller cons. Got you.
okay, cool. But yeah, the comic book conventions I used to go to in California were like much smaller, and it was comics, and that's it. Nobody was dressed up. It was just comics, and I would be like kid in a candy store going through all the old back issues. I love going to the comic book store and looking for back issues, old comics and stuff. Like, oh man, you know, that's what I would be geeking out about.
Con!
You almost feel like some of these people are kind of like these elitist type, where if you're not wearing the proper outfit and acting a certain way, you're just some little dork that shouldn't even belong there.
Oh, spoiler alert. Just by the way, for those people who've not seen Into the Darkness, it's on Netflix. You should go see it. Khan is the villain in that. I predicted that a year before the movie released, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was Khan too, but then they were like saying this other name, and then I was like, oh really? I thought they were putting Khan in it.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
And then seeing the movie, I knew like almost from the beginning, like, oh wait a minute, they're playing this off. But this is Khan, because like, why is he doing this with his blood unless he's like some engineer?
Well, they were having like Benicio del Toro play as the Khan character originally, but I don't think that quite worked out. But I like Benedict Cumberbatch's character as Khan way better than what he would have done.
Yeah, he actually was good. Yeah,
He's a very good actor.
Mm-hmm.
I watch his
let's go get in some trouble before we do more
his
Kombat
Sherlock
stuff.
Holmes series. Gonna drive around, beat up some hookers. And
Yeah.
pick 'em up.
I need to warm up on.
Hold up a store or something.
Oh, and since I'm not streaming, I can actually put my PlayStation 3 in 1080p mode too. So it doesn't look like garbage. See, that's another reason why I would like to get an HD capture card for the PS3, because it's really hard for me to play it on NTSC.
Let's get some clothes.
Because it just is so blurry, and especially on a shooter, if I'm trying to shoot at somebody far away, it's hard for me to see them.
Hello, my boy. It is your Uncle Simeon. Yes,
Oh, there's Stan the man getting out of the car.
Yeah.
Get the
Get me
car.
I'm gonna get me some new threads before I go beating up some hoes.
See, for me, and Jason probably can kind of relate to this, maybe, or maybe not. But I've always kind of felt like anything I did, I was never like, I could never like I could like get along with and relate to people that have different kind of interests, but I never felt like I fully fit into everything. And when I finally like went to something like a convention and stuff like that, I'm like, oh yeah, finally going to a place where people are going to be like nerdy and geeky like me. And then it was like,
and then it doesn't work out.
Right. I'm like, I'm not that nerdy and I'm not that geeky and everything.
I feel pretty good like when I go to Renaissance fairs, except I don't dress up and stuff
I'd
like
love
that.
to do that.
But the people there make you feel so welcome. Like you just feel like you just want to live here because these people are just so nice. As opposed, you go to the county fair and you got the guy with the mullet and a wife beater on, smoking weed off to the side and drinking a beer and putting your kid in a ride.
Okay, Pandora.
Gotta run for a bit. Okay. Hope you get to come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas, you go to a Renaissance fair, they're like, "Are you having a good day today? You finding everything all right? And how are you doing?" And these are just people who are performers or just.
I went to a Renaissance fair once, and it actually was kind of friendly and comfortable. It's not something like I'm like really interested in, but the people didn't make me feel like, wow, you guys are just like thinking that because I didn't dress up or nothing. So they didn't make me feel like, whoa, you're not like, you don't belong here.
Right. They'll go out there. A lot of times you'll have people just go out of their way just to talk to you, and I've had that happen a lot.
Can you not preview it without buying it? Oh, these are okay. I got you.
Wonder why my theme, my theme.
I got you.
I mean, wouldn't that be horrible? You go to a comic book convention, buy your stormtrooper outfit off eBay, and you think this is legitimate and this and that, and you have some guy, well, your stormtrooper outfit is wrong. This is supposed to be here. That's supposed to be this, or you must have bought it. See, I made mine and it $1 billion just to make.
Right.
Yeah, nice talking to you. Have a good day. I'm sure I'll see you somewhere here.
Well, here's one thing that like drove me
Some
crazy at that.
template-faced kid walks off. He's like,
And I think I've told you this about this before, Jason. But like I went at that convention I went to, like I made a joke. We were going in the elevator. I made a joke like we were on the turbo lift on the Enterprise.
yeah.
And I was like, okay, take us up to the bridge or whatever. And then this guy like who like memorized the technical manual of the Enterprise was like, no, actually we're going to this deck and this.
Are you
floor.
serious?
And I'm like, and I was like, I didn't say nothing to him. You know, I just, but I'm like, are you really? I was just making a little joke.
How dare he cut you off when you say we're going to the bridge? You're going to the bridge. How would he know what other deck you're going to
Yeah,
other than the bridge?
right.
Right, and what deck were we coming from? You know,
Especially if you're coming from what, the parking lot?
right. You know, I don't even know what floor we were on, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
After that, you just wanted to body slam him inside the elevator and take
No, nothing like that. I didn't want to like beat him up or nothing, but it kind of like I'm like, seriously, I'm like, and then I wondered, was I ever like that? Is that why kids used to pick on me all the time?
I think the way the town is that they're just so uptight around here, and there's so much into looking cool, acting cool, you know, being a typical cool Midwestern kid, and their family.
That's another thing about geekiness, modern geekiness and nerdiness is they're like almost like the cool kids back when we were kids, and nobody accepted what we liked and everything. We were all about the stuff that's popular now, but it was not popular.
I have my own phrase I told Tech, where I think these kids now are called geek chic, where they walk around with their little plaid shirts, their horned rimmed glasses, a few piercings, and a couple of tattoos, and know the latest crap about Batman comics, and walk around with their super hot girlfriend, and you're thinking,
I would never get a tattoo myself of any sort.
how in the world?
I wouldn't even get a Star Wars tattoo.
Well, I have a few tattoos. But
Well, that's okay.
they're rock band
My wife
tattoos.
has a couple tattoos too. But
I've never trusted any artist to touch me, and I can't think of what I know what I want. But the thing is, I got about 3 different themes I want for me.
for me,
And
if there's something I want
they're
to
all
show,
the
I'll wear it on
same
a T-shirt.
Well, see, I got a unique, one of a kind. I kind of had the guy. I've got the actual heartogram from the rock band Him on my arm, and the guy that done it also did the Stone Temple Pilots leaf on my arm, and the logos are perfect. It's just, you know, I gave him special liberty to color and fade them the way, you know, black to red. So
Him, isn't that the band that Bam Margera always wears
yes,
stuff from?
yes, it is.
Okay. I just saw him on a TV show today. That Rob Dietrich's, whatever that
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
He was on. By God, he looked rough. Half the side of his mouth, all of his teeth were gone, and it was replaced by like silver. And you listen to him talk, he had so much metal in his mouth, you couldn't understand a word he said.
I kind of miss him. I mean, I miss the Viva La Bams and the.
Yeah, I like Viva La Bam. That was funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but nowadays the kids sit there and act like, oh, I'm a geek. I love nerds, blah, blah, blah. You know what? They had this thing on Facebook, and it shows a picture of some fat, ugly kid on there versus some kid who played on the OC. Both of them all had the same interests, same life, hobbies, this and that, except, oh, the cute guy, he lives at home. He's a mama's boy. That's so cute. The fat kid, he lives at home. It's because he's a loser. That's why. you know, and they'll sit there and it's like, if you're a good looking guy and say, oh, I'm a geek, chicks want you. If you're the average Joe geek, you're still not cool. Unless you're in like some uber geek society where, you know, the pimply face, ugly kid is like the hot stud because he's so into this stuff and he's picking up hot chicks left and right, which may happen somewhere in this planet.
Right. Ooh, TD.
Oh yeah, it's got a cowboy look and a, what's that, shotgun?
No, I don't think I picked up shotgun. I think I picked up a. Well, I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Now I need to find a.
Hoe. Run her over.
Yeah, found a hoe and run her over.
Or get her in the car first. And
Get in the car.
get in the car.
How much
Get
money
that
do I
car.
have? I don't even know how much money I have.
Oh, you might have to beat up a couple of them before you do that then.
Well, I was trying to look. There's supposed to be like. Of course, I've not played the online. Oh, here we go. I want to do that. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Let's play some. Let's play some golf. That's actually a good idea.
That's it. We can all get together and play some miniature golf.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, miniature golf's pretty cool.
And they got benches where you just sit down.
Right, I was gonna say I need someplace to sit down.
They do have benches. If not, you can sit on the windmill.
You know,
That
we'll just-
won't hurt with the blades going up your ass or anything. Yeah.
Whoa, he's invisible. I can't see him. Okay, now I can see him.
Who's invisible? Oh, you're practicing. You're playing against
Reptile.
Reptile. Yeah. Practice up, boy. I'm coming for you.
I
What?
don't know if you can hear it through the mic or not.
I know we play a lot of games, and I know I'm a big RPG guy. Can you guys? What's your favorite game you've ever played, or do you have one?
That's hard to say. I've
Yeah.
got a lot that I love.
Mine changes, you know, with whatever's going on at the
I would
time.
say the Jedi Knight series, though, is one of my favorites of all time. The Jedi Knight series.
Yeah, I was a big Chrono Trigger guy. I always loved that game. For
I've
Super
never
Nintendo.
played Chrono Trigger.
I guess my favorite's usually what I'm playing at the time, but one of my favorite games has always been that Alice or McGee's Alice in Wonderland.
And
It's not
Reptile.
a great game. It's just I love the graphics to it.
I guess I could wait on people, but it doesn't look like there's anybody in my world to play with. I think Spiral was in a private world or something. Because usually, you know, if there's a bunch of people, you can't walk 5 feet without getting shot.
No,
Wait a minute.
Reptile
I always like the
King.
Zelda brand games. Probably spent more time on them than any other.
Right.
On which games?
The Zelda games.
Yeah, I used to love the Zelda games back in the day. I liked A
That
Link
was
to the
awful.
Past. That was the first Zelda game I actually beat, was A Link to the Past.
Which is, I played Zelda 1, and I didn't never beat it, but I played, I did. I did beat Zelda 1. I had help, but I did beat Zelda 1.
I almost beat Zelda 2, but my game would keep getting erased at the end there.
Zelda 2
Oh, wow.
I didn't beat until I was almost, I was an adult when I beat Zelda 2.
We got a
Pretty much.
flawless victory against Reptile that time.
Because,
Which one was the last one that they put out of the Super Nintendo?
the only one I can remember for Super Nintendo was Link to the Past.
Link to the Past. Okay, I think that was the first one I beat by myself, or pretty much. I know I beat one of the other ones, but I think Link to the Past is when I really got into it. Then I loved Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time was
I
amazing.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was probably one of my favorite
incredible for the
ones.
time.
I had Majora Mask too, but I got tired of the first half of the game when you're unlocking everything and you're having to do the same
Yeah,
things over and over again.
Yeah, that got a little repetitive.
But and then I really dug Twilight Princess. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I like the Wind Waker.
Yeah, Wind Waker was cool too. I kind of
So
want to buy a Wii U. I really, really do. But I don't know. I want to build a PC more.
Yeah, I got to get a PC. PC and HD capture card is what I got to have right now.
Yeah.
Now, if
me and my wife figured it out. I think with income tax and some leftover student loan money, I'm setting back total of somewhere around 1,800 from my budget.
Now, if my work computer works out, then I may just need the capture card if it works out.
Right.
I don't know the specs for it yet.
Tell them you need a beast.
Yeah, I have no control over what the specs are.
I suck at golf. But
just go to Radio Shack and make your own Apple computer,
there you
like they did on that Steve Jobs movie.
go. Was that any good? The Ashton Kutcher movie? Signed out of PlayStation Network.
Took a couple times though. Now I'm sure Stan will still be able to kick my ass though.
Well, since I got signed out, let's do a hoeing bag.
Oh, Raiden just kicked my ass though. Raiden just kicked my ass. Oh no. Ah man. He beat me.
See, I made this guy.
Raiden
He kind of looks like me. He's older. That's what I want.
Oh, you design how he looks and everything. This is your online character.
He's not as fat as I am. No, this isn't my online character. This is the actually the main protagonist.
I'm sure you're not as heavy as I am.
I weigh about 2. Wait, anybody watching?
You know those things you go like to supermarkets and they have take your blood pressure and body fat.
Oh yeah,
and all that?
yeah.
I did one about 2 weeks ago. It scared the hell out of me. It says I weigh 200 pounds. Like, where the hell is 200 pounds coming out of on me? Because I am a skinny person.
Right.
And it says I weigh 200. It's like, no way.
Dude.
It says I'm overweight. And I already know I have hypertension. Of course, had that for a while.
You can't be overweight. It depends on how tall you are. How tall are you? I bet you're pretty tall. Oh, you're only 5'10"?
Yeah, the picture I have on there of me about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not that, so that's the way I still look, except my hair is a little different right now.
I'm telling you, once I got married, it went downhill.
I mean,
well, I take that back. I was married for a while and still was in the 185 area, 180. And then me and my wife separated. But when we got back together and we moved and I got comfortable and learned how to cook and all that good stuff, I put on a lot of weight.
Of course, I put on a lot of weight since I don't work at the one job I had, which caused a lot of stress. But the way they work the hell out of you, they cause a lot of stress, and then they work more out of you, where most people are addicted to energy drinks just to keep the rate up.
Sidious! Hey, Stan just came in.
Sidious!
Say hello and good night. Well, I wish you could stay for longer than that because I have Tech and JasonTheRedHare with me. But I understand you probably got to work in the morning. Do what, Jason?
I have to work tomorrow afternoon.
part of the stress from work and stuff like that is why I end up having a heart attack at work.
I have high anxiety too. I have to take. I'm heavily medicated. I think that's another.
You're heavily medicated. I used to take.
Well, I am.
For anxiety. I did too, but I don't anymore. But
That's why I smoke cigarettes.
I do have a lot.
I smoke cigarettes too, but
there are days I smoke a little too many. That last time we had our little podcast.
If I stay up too late, I do smoke. Or if I'm playing video games, I smoke like.
Okay, I walked up town that day,
man.
bought 2 packs
that
of
wasn't
cigarettes.
Even a cop. I got ran over by a car. Man.
While I was on the phone with you guys, bought 2 packs of cigarettes. By the next morning, I already had to buy another pack.
Damn it!
I'd be like, it's 2 packs one day.
Hey, Sid, are you still here? Yeah, I got to work in the morning. Sorry I can't say hello, Tech and Jason. All right. Cool.
Hello, Sidious.
I'm getting ready to play Mortal Kombat 2 against Tech. I'm letting him warm up.
I have to work tomorrow myself, but I don't have to start work till 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, you got to work on Sunday? That's terrible.
Yeah, well, see, I used to be off on Sundays and work Saturdays, and now it's work Sunday and off on Saturdays. And I used to only work 2 hours on Saturdays, but now I work 8 hours on Sunday.
Ah, he said.
And tomorrow I'll be off to the girlfriend's house.
So I won't get off work tomorrow night till 11. So just when you're starting your stream is when I'll.
I don't have Injustice actually. I did a review.
I have.
SB had a GameFly rental, and we did a review of the PS3 version.
You can even download Arrow from the Arrow TV series on there for your character instead of Green Arrow.
Oh really? That's
cool. Really?
But there's no Sterling City map. Because I played as Arrow when we played. You'll see it it's up on YouTube. The Sando versus SB.
Yeah, they don't have good maps for Injustice on there. They need to download make new downloadable maps.
But I picked Arrow and I was like, okay, where's Sterling City? We got all these Batman maps and Superman maps.
Yeah, exactly. In an Aquaman map.
Right. There's no Sterling City. What's up with that?
I used to know this.
Yeah, I figured you'd at least get when they got Deathstroke in there. I don't know. I don't think they ever made a download version for the Arrow Deathstroke, did they?
Injustice 2 has been announced, though I'm not sure when the date is. Probably way after Mortal Kombat X, because, it is the same people.
I guess the new Batman game's supposed to have a download thing with Red Hood in it.
Yeah.
So I liked Arkham City just because, Arkham City, because it had the extra maps with Nightwing and Robin that you could go through and
yeah.
And the last one didn't have anything like that. I mean, you could go through, replay the game to other stuff, and after a while, it's like, this is just good.
All DLC for Injustice is done with, man. Sid said so.
Damn it!
Sid said it was, damn it, is right, Tech. No, I know you're over there practicing your game. I just got finished streaming it. I was popped in on Sid for a little bit. I got disconnected by little girls running over my power brick, but
I ruined his flawless victory though.
I got to work.
I wish you could pick which character you play in the Arkham series games instead of just Batman. Where I just want to play as Robin.
Hey Sid, if you want to, one of these nights you don't work and you want to do this Geek chat with us. I mean, we did have a pretty good crowd. Most of them went to bed already though, but we started off pretty strong. Yeah, Pandora will be back.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
But if you want to Geek chat up with us one night, we'd love to have you, Sid, because
Palm Beach.
Pandora's probably pooping in a paper bag and gonna take cuts instead of fire.
Yar. Yar, yeah. Yar.
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 Is that kind of like a West Coast pirate thing?
Sure, man. Alright, cool.
Yar.
Ooh,
I know you gotta work, so we'll be able to do it tonight. But I would need an icon for you. I don't know if you'd want me to use your Watch Dogs. Oh, did I really lose the cops? That was easy. That wasn't really a run, was it?
Well, you're in a cop car. You're hiding from them in it. It's like
Right,
scene
right,
from
right.
Terminator 2.
I have a
Like,
habit of saying
kill
either
'em.
yar or yark. Yar. Yar is
Oh, I
kind of like
finally beat Raiden.
pirate for yeah.
Finally beat Raiden.
Finally beat Raiden. Are you ready for me?
No, I'll never be ready for you. Now I'm facing Katana.
I got the one Mortal
There,
Kombat for the PS2 that has all the, I think it's
Psalm
Mortal
H.
Kombat 2, the Ultimate Collection. It has like all of the characters
Yeah,
combined
I have that
there.
game. It's called Armageddon. Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Okay, yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I have that one too. Very cool game. Hey, let me get a drink, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm playing MK2 on the PS3, actually.